So, let's see. Let me just write down a couple of things. So tell me a little bit about why you're here. What brings you here? I believe it's your shoulder.
Yeah, the doctor said I had a frozen shoulder.
Let's tell me a little bit about the history, like when it started, and how long ago have you had it?
Started like mid-August, maybe.
Of this past month or this past year?
Yeah. I don't know. I was laying in bed one night, I was on my stomach with on my elbows, reading, and I heard a click. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but it's hurt it hurt ever since then.
Did you ever have any trouble with that left shoulder prior to
No.
this episode? So you're just propped up on the arms and you felt a pop or a click?
Yeah, something.
Where did you feel the pain when it started?
It's up here in my shoulder.
Did you feel anything that went down into the arm or up into the neck?
Sometimes in the top of my arm.
But it doesn't go below the elbow or the wrist. All right. So after you started to feel this pain in August, what did you do with it? Did you see the doctor right away, or did you kind of live with it for a while?
I was hoping it would go away.
How long did you take before you went and saw medical attention?
Probably saw the doctor about a month ago, maybe.
So you lived with it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What is this, end of October? So probably 2 months or so of...
Yeah.
Did you take any medicine? Did you do any type of stretching?
But the doctor gave me some anti-inflammatories. So I've been taking those.
Did you see Dr. Frank right away? Did you see another doctor?
No, I saw him.
Had you seen him before for something, or how did you get referred to him?
My back. I actually went to him because I needed a hip replacement, and I was worried about. I've had problems with my back in the past.
Okay.
And I was worried that it would hinder getting better from my hip, so I wanted to see him about my back.
Okay. So what did he do for you with the shoulder? Any X-rays taken or any?
No, he didn't do anything.
I'm sure he examined the shoulder.
Yeah.
And what did he diagnose you with?
He said frozen
shoulder, like a stiff shoulder.
Yeah. I think he mentioned arthritis. I don't know if that's the same thing, but he said it might also be genetic. My mom had a problem with her shoulder, so it's entirely possible.
Do you have any other medical conditions, any other health issues that may predispose you?
I was diagnosed with diabetes.
Who diagnosed you with that? Your primary care doctor? How long ago was that done?
I saw her earlier today. But technically, I was probably diabetic a year ago.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit about that. Did you have blood sugar issues or?
I don't feel anything. I don't feel like I have any symptoms.
No vision problems or trouble with diet or?
No. I mean, I felt okay other than I can't. I was trying to lose weight and it wasn't going very well. But I had a pretty stressful year and wasn't really concentrating on it. So my insurance, I have a high deductible, and I had my surgery at the beginning of the year. So I was trying to squeeze everything in the right hip. Yeah.
Okay. How's that going?
Great.
Who did that for you?
Dr. Rhodes.
Oh, Tom Rhodes.
Yeah.
In that same, is he still in the same building?
Yeah.
A very precision guy.
He's a good doctor, though.
Oh yeah.
did my hip. He did my husband's cousin's, both of his hips and his ankle, and he did his aunt's hip.
Okay.
So he's like my whole family.
Sure thing. Tell me a little bit about the pain, where it is in the shoulder, where you have the symptoms.
Mostly at the top of the shoulder, although I do feel a little bit on the bottom of my arm.
Okay.
Here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and.
You know what? It's really hard to tell. It doesn't hurt as much as it used to.
Okay.
I mean, since I've been taking the anti-inflammatories.
Did
but it's hard.
Who gave you those, Dr. Frank?
Dr. Frank did.
Okay.
Yeah. But like when I raise my arm like here, like that hurts. That hurts like right here.
Okay. Pain noted at the top of the shoulder, and you said also underneath a little bit.
On my arm, a little bit.
Understand. And again, nothing going into your neck or down your arm, correct?
No.
All right. Tell me about how bad. We're gonna look at how bad the shoulder is. If we were to rate it on a 0 to 10 scale, where 0 is no pain at all, 10 is the most excruciating pain, like a dog's biting it. How bad does that shoulder get?
Well, I hate these questions. I hate the one to something.
Sorry about
I
that.
would say it's probably a 9 at its worst.
Okay.
It hurts pretty bad. Like when I'm raising up the car, the door, the headset.
Okay.
That.
So you're lifting up the hatchback.
Yeah, I'm lifting it up and I'm holding it there for a while. That really hurts.
And at its very best, you're pain-free, is that right?
Yeah. Like if I'm just sitting here and not doing anything.
And right now, when you're resting, how much discomfort are you in right now?
Very little.
1 or 2? Okay. When you lift up that hatchback and you bring your arm back down, how easy is it that pain to settle back down?
Oh, it's pretty quick. I would say probably within 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how easy is it to stir up?
I'd say it takes a couple minutes before it really starts.
Takes a little bit to stir up. Okay. Describe what it feels like to me, what your shoulder feels like when it's sore. Is it sharp? Is it dagger? Is it achy? Is it burning? That type of, what the nature of it is.
I would say it's like a achy, burning.
Okay.
That's a word.
Does it feel like it's a tourniquet or a tightness, or especially when you're raising your arm up?
I don't know. I haven't really noticed.
Okay. More of a deep ache and burning when you're up in that position.
Yeah.
Can you tell me all the things that make it worse? What activities seem to stir it up?
If I'm laying on it,
Okay.
or even if I'm laying on the other side, sometimes it hurts.
It hurts the right side. So if you're laying on your right or left, you have trouble with it.
And then the reaching and holding up. And
Reaching overhead.
Yeah.
How about if you're working down here? Is that problematic at all?
Not really.
Reaching behind your back?
Yeah, that hurts. I can feel it there. That's the top of my shoulder.
How about reaching across, like underarm, if you're trying to wash or dress or something like that?
Bit, but no, it's not bad.
Dressing yourself, is that problematic at all? Cooking or cleaning? Any aspects of it?
I haven't noticed anything.
How about lifting into like a cupboard or overhead for activities at home?
I don't do that, I guess.
Do you not do that because your shoulder's sore, or do you haven't really tested it?
I don't know.
Are you
I
right-handed?
don't really reach in the high cabinets very often.
Okay. Is that by choice or because you don't really need to?
I don't really need to.
Okay. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
When your shoulder is stirred up, what activities can you do to settle it down?
I just bring it down and it goes away.
Just kind of stopping what you're doing and settle it down. Do you need to ice or heat the shoulder, or is
No,
it?
I haven't done any either. Because usually after a few minutes, it's gone.
Okay.
You know, I don't really have lingering pain with it. At least not since I've been taking the anti-inflammatories.
Prior to taking the anti-inflammatories, did it take longer to settle down?
I think so. I think it hurt more often.
Okay. Over the course of the day, over the 24 hours of the day, did your shoulder feel a little more sore at certain times of the day versus others? Like it's more sore in the morning or more sore as the day goes on?
I haven't really noticed.
Okay. What is your goal for coming to therapy? What would you like to get out of our time together?
So it doesn't hurt anymore. You know, so I have full movement of it. Ideally, the best case scenario.
Sure thing. Okay, a few other questions. And this is the first time you've had shoulder. You don't remember any injury or activity other than when you were resting up on your shoulders. I'm just filling in a few little things about what we talked about. No previous history, diabetes. Other than your diabetes that you just recently were diagnosed, any other medical history that I should know about? Okay. Are you having that treated with?
I have CPAP.
Okay. How is that working for you?
Good. I mean, I still don't sleep through the night, but.
How long can you sleep prior to waking up?
I toss and turn, so it's probably about every hour, if my Fitbit is right.
Oh, you have one of those little devices that tells you what's going on?
Yeah.
Is your diabetes type 2? Is that what the doctor talked about? So you haven't started any treatment for the diabetes?
No, I have to pick up a prescription.
Okay.
And I just started seeing a nutritionist.
Okay. So does anyone talk to you about frozen shoulder and diabetes?
No, but you know what? It was interesting that when I saw Dr. Frank, or actually I saw a doctor in his office, but Dr. Frank also came in later. And he was asking me a lot of questions and kind of diabetes related questions.
Okay.
But at the time I didn't really know, you know. So I don't know. Is there?
There is, and we'll talk about it a little bit more as we treat. So the better you are at controlling the diabetes, the faster we can get this to resolve.
Okay.
But frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis is another name for it. Is the body will attack the connective tissue in your shoulder and stiffen it up, and you have a higher likelihood of having this problem with diabetes. And of course, your age and the fact that you're women, so you kind of fit a profile of it.
Great.
So, yeah, great. Thanks. Teach me when I'm down. But having your diabetes in control will help speed up the healing process, which will be nice.
Good to know.
Any recent or unexplained weight loss?
No.
Oh, no.
I
I have to ask that question because you're like, no, I'm gaining weight because of with the diabetes, you'll gain weight. So with the controls, you could help reduce that.
It's just that with the medicine, people, tend to lose weight.
Mm-hmm. Any other medicines? Are you on any other medication?
The sleep doctor gave me trazodone.
Okay.
Trazodone.
Trazodone. Okay.
To help me sleep better.
Is that helpful?
It is helping.
How long have you been on that?
A week.
Okay. So a lot of medicines you just started.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's hard to see how well all at once. All right. So we already. The goal for therapy is improve motion and reduce pain. And other than your diabetes and sleep apnea, other like cardiac health you're doing okay with?
Fine.
No problems with that? And any arthritis?
Yeah, I'm achy. I get, joint aches.
Have you ever been diagnosed with arthritis at a knee or hip? Or
my back.
Lower back, okay.
My knees. Well, yeah. Dr. Rhodes said I have some issues with my knees.
And now you had some, I apologize, my brain is not working. You had a hip replaced?
Yeah.
Hip replaced. Which one?
Right.
And your left hip and your knees have been x-rayed or not? Have they not been x-rayed?
I don't think they've been x-rayed. No, I don't remember doing that.
And again, you haven't been x-rayed for your shoulder yet?
Right.
Okay, so you just did the prescription for anti-inflammatories and coated therapy. Mm-hmm. All right, wonderful. You're taking a non-prescription medicine? Any?
No, the doctor told me to start taking a baby aspirin.
Baby aspirin? What's that for?
I don't know.
For circulation? Okay. Connor. Because it's good for you. All right, no worries.
She said, I don't remember.
Fair enough. Okay, we're going to start off with your evaluation next, and we'll go from there.